I know. I'm getting calls. Sorry about that. Make sure I'm live. Okay, my bad. So sorry about that, guys. How late did I come? 20, not 20, but 5, 7, 8 minutes late. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I'm here. I just want to stop by to talk about a couple of updates. I'm trying to check in a little bit more when I can. And especially with this Bryan Kohberger thing, which I think we'll start with first. Because we've been all kind of like expecting this preliminary hearing, which apparently is not going to happen. See, I sent this to myself. I haven't even had time to look up everything. I have one article. I thought I sent this to myself. Bryan Kohberger. How you guys doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry for the wait. So we're going to have to find a trial for sure. Something else. I mean, the trial for the Kohberger thing probably wasn't going to happen anytime soon. Damn. And this is what Brian Enten says, so I'll pull this stuff up. Give me 1 second. And I was surprised too when I was scrolling the internet to see that a lot of people probably don't know, but there's an update with Samuel Olson, I believe. Here it is. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm all over the place, disorganized. What's up, man? Good afternoon. Welcome. The Sarah Boone thing we mentioned yesterday. And thanks, Layla. The Sarah Boone thing we mentioned yesterday. That's not happening, I think, till I don't know, October, or not October, July or something like that. But they don't even know if that's really happening. So let me take a look at this real quick. Boop. Bloop. So grand jury indicts Bryan Kohberger in connection with murder of 4 University of Idaho students, which Bryan Enten here says that this is a grand jury has indicted Bryan Kohberger. What that means is the grand jury reviewed evidence / testimony and found enough evidence to indict. That doesn't mean they found him guilty. It means there won't be a preliminary hearing and the charges move forward. So I'm not sure how, the Bryan Kohberger supporters, lovers, fans, Bryan Kohberger's innocent movement, meaning, of course, he's presumed innocent until guilty, or found guilty. But there's people that believe he's not involved at all, that he's innocent. They got the wrong man. They got an innocent man. So they're skipping that whole process. So that thing is not happening in June. I think that's kind of like an important announcement because we've been looking forward to that. A lot of us have been. I'm sure the family has too and everything. So they're just skipping the shit. There is something happening Monday, though. And I'm wondering if we're going to be able to see that. Also, with that story that I covered last night, I think there's a hearing tomorrow. I think that that allegedly crazy woman that threw a chair and hit the kid in the head, I don't know if we can stream it. I'm going to try to find out. Banfield is reporting that Bryan Kohberger has been indicted by a secret grand jury in Moscow. Okay. Let me see. Do they got a video to this?
On November 13th, 2022, they leave the corner bar. The next.
This is a whole recap. We already know the story. Okay, so yeah, it was a grand jury. The multi-count indictment includes first-degree murder. The Latah County District Court clerk confirmed to ABC News. He will appear for his arraignment in Moscow, Idaho on Monday and enter a plea, according to multiple sources. I don't know. I wonder how is that process pretty quick? Is it just you're walking in, you're entering a plea, and you're leaving? I guess because they're skipping straight to the trial. So there might not even be much to watch, but if they do, if it is online, we'll check it out. No, in June was the preliminary hearing, which is not even the trial itself. I'm Ellender. I don't even know how you say that. Melander or Melon Doctor. All these YouTuber with the stories about the mafia hit. Yeah, there's a bunch of conspiracy stuff going on, I guess. I don't know how these people are still going on and on and on. About this Kohberger thing. I guess the conspiracy stuff. I mean, I guess it gives people something to talk about. And, you know, I don't know. So let them go in circles for months on end to have something to talk about. But, yeah, so Monday there's an arraignment for him to enter his plea. And, yeah. Talk about. Let me see if there's anything else with this Kohberger shit. Kohberger. And the other night, too, we talked about the love letters, which I think I might post a video for that, a small clip of it. To appear in court Monday. So this has got to be upsetting for the Bryan Kohberger supporters and believers that he didn't do it. So it says that he will appear in court May 22nd at 9 a.m., where he will likely enter a plea. Okay. So the previously scheduled June 26th has been canceled. All right. All right. So that's what Kohberger. The other little quick story, just to touch on this. I had this story sent to me a couple of times, and I ran into it myself, and I guess it made me think of Letitia Stalk, where her story of a woman, was it a fake pregnant belly? This woman hid 3 pounds of cocaine under fake pregnant belly. Deputies in South Carolina, sled, arrested a pregnant woman after 3 pounds of cocaine fell from her rubber belly. The suspect allegedly taped to herself. Gangster. Anderson County Sheriff's Office deputies pulled over Anthony Miller and Samika Mitchum, both of Charlotte, on Interstate 85 on April 12th during a proactive patrol, according to an account from the Sheriff's Office. Oh, amazing. Now, okay, account from Anderson County Sheriff's Office. Deputies found a suspect. Let me see something real quick, so I'm just kind of curious. Let me look at the source real quick. Check out the source. South Carolina. They're facing drug trafficking charges of 1,500 grams of cocaine. Okay. Amazing. Ooh. I wonder how many people have gotten away with that. And is that the actual fake belly? Because the woman is black. Wouldn't she want to get a matching, like a black belly? What tipped off the deputies? They became suspicious when the pair gave conflicting information about her due date. When the woman realized that the deputies were becoming suspicious of their story, she immediately took off running. Oh shit. Officers then discovered the woman sporting a large rubber fake pregnancy stomach and ended up delivering 1,500 grams of cocaine. That's what one of the news organizations dubbed it. Can't with this fucking phone. Okay. All right. The other things, so we got that. I want to touch on Samuel Olson. Now, I don't even know if I still have my notes. This news clip will probably cover it. Olson. Boom, boom. Okay, Houston police say the 6-year-old Samuel Olson was reported missing on May 27th. He may have disappeared weeks ago. Okay. So, and this woman, Teresa Balboa, who is the father's girlfriend, she lost her child on Thursday morning on 8800 block. We should watch that. You know what, too, before we get into this update, for all the people that haven't seen it, we should watch the interview. That shit was kind of sus. Where's that at? The full interview. Take a look back in time. Is it only 2 minutes long? I thought it was like a longer version.
The father.
Let's see. Wait 1 second. I thought there was like a longer version than the 2 minutes. Hella sus. Maybe not. All right, I'll just play this. We'll get an idea.
Of Samuel Olson with a message after a whirlwind of developments unfolded just over the past.
Not even it. Okay. Here's one. Okay, it's about 1:50. I think I found it now. Okay. Here's the full interview. Okay. Ivory Hacker.
Spell it for me.
My name is Dalton Olson, D-A-L-T-O-N.
What's Teresa? Those are
O-L-S-O-N.
Dalton, this must be some rough times. Can you tell
Who's
me
the father?
what it's been like?
I feel like I'm living in a nightmare I can't wake up from. No parent should ever have to feel this. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I'm at a loss for words, man.
I understand. Have the police told you anything? Or
Oh, here is. So that's the dad. We'll look at the stepmom or the girlfriend.
We're doing our best right now to get out there and search for him. We're trying to cooperate and give them everything. We've given them everything that we can. Any little information we think is important or even as insignificant as we think it is, we still hand it over.
I see. Yeah.
So we're just trying to do everything we can to play our part to help bring my son home safe, because that's all that matters at the end of today is please help me find my son.
What was your son's name?
His name is Samuel Olson. He just turned 6 years old on the 29th. He has a little bit of shaggy hair on top, shorter on the sides.
Yeah. And
Matt, beautiful,
you'll
healthy,
be passing out
health,
flyers.
Coke, baby.
Yes, sir. We're
Tell
all
me
in the
about
area.
that, yeah.
We've been in the Pasadena, LaPorte area passing out flyers. Right now, we're over here on the southwest side of Houston passing out flyers. We're gonna go to the area where he was last seen, and we're gonna pass out flyers. I mean, anywhere we can just hand out anything for somebody if they've seen something. I mean, any little bit of information will help.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And now the other. Let's take a look at Teresa. This is where this woman's hella sus, bro. Hella sus. Go. Facebook always does that. Just starts playing shit. It's Teresa.
Continue to search until we find him, and we're going to continue to search until we find him.
What do you think? Where do you think he could be?
Somewhere with not with us.
Somewhere not with us, which I mean clearly not, but
And that's the important thing, is that he is not with us and we need to bring him back to us. So I can't say where he could be, where he might be, like, because honestly we don't know. at this point, we don't know. All we can do is keep searching and doing, everything we've been doing, and we're gonna continue to do it.
You think he's definitely alive?
Oh yeah.
This story is from, I believe, 2021. My notes are pretty old on this Samuel Olson. I remember I was in contact with a few people with this story. But,
Você já imaginou fazer a capa de vídeo?
Sorry, I don't know what is going on with these weirdos. The little mini timeline that I could give you, which I don't know, that news clip might recap it, but this is from 2021. April 30th, Houston police said they last saw Samuel attend school at Holbrook Elementary in Cy-Fair ISD. They said that it's also the last time anyone outside the family reported seeing the blue-eyed, curly-haired boy, Samuel's paternal grandmother, Tanya. Oh, I remember this shit now. I think Tanya, she did like a whole press thing too, which I think was emotional. She told KHOU 11 that she saw the boy the first week in May and last spoke with him on the phone about a week before he was reported missing. Dalton Olson, which is the father, which we just saw, Samuel's father later told police that the boy had been staying with Teresa, this woman that was just on the screen, and her roommate. Oh, I forgot about that too, because the roommate was sus. And the roommate at their apartment in Webster since April 30th. May 10th, it says that on May 28th, it's dated May 10th, but on May 28th, Balboa's roommate, Benjamin Rivera, wow, this is like taking me back now, told detectives that Samuel died. So the roommate said that Samuel died on around May 10th. He said Balboa called him at work that day to tell him that Samuel was dead. Rivera said he returned home to their apartment in Webster. He saw Samuel's bruised body lying on the bed. He said that Balboa placed the body in a bathtub for a couple of days. According to court documents, text messages later show them discussing moving the body because an apartment maintenance employee was coming by. May 13th, Rivera, I guess it says told. Rivera told police he went to Walmart and bought a plastic bin and duct tape. Investigators say the receipt was found during the investigation. Rivera said he and Balboa wrapped Samuel's body in a plastic sheet and put it in the bin. May 22nd, Rivera said he took the body to a storage unit on 16650 Highway 3 in Webster. Police say surveillance video from May 22nd shows a man and woman. I don't understand, like, how this guy's like just complicit in helping this chick out. I'm kind of flashing back now because we did cover this story a couple of times. And I'm remembering all this shit and I was talk about it. So this roommate, I don't remember. You guys remember, was she messing around with the roommate? Was she together with this guy? Any of the people that covered this with BL or any of the mods, remember this story? What was up with the roommate? Because homeboy was sus as shit too. Was he simping? So it shows a man on May 22nd, shows a man and a woman. And I wonder if that video was put out. I can't remember. It shows a man and woman arrive at the facility in a pickup, like one Rivera drives, a black tote, like the one Rivera bought is in his truck bed. The video allegedly shows the two placing the tote inside the storage unit. I thought there was video. May 27, Houston police received, like publicly released, I'm not sure if it was or not. May 27, Houston police received a call at approximately 6 p.m. that then 5-year-old Samuel was missing from Southwest Houston. Officers responded to the house at the 8800 block of McCoy Drive and interviewed Dalton, Samuel's father, and Teresa, which is the interview or the video we're just watching. Dalton's girlfriend, Balboa 29, told them Samuel's mother and a man. So this woman's putting it on the biological mother. Samuel's mother and a man dressed as a police officer picked them up that morning around 7 a.m. Balboa said the officer told her she would be charged with kidnapping if she didn't turn him over. Officers contacted Samuel's mother, Sarah, and confirmed that the mother had an alibi, because I think the mother has like security cameras at home, the biological mother, and she was like, "Look, I'm home. Like, you could see it. It's right there. That never happened." I think that's what happened. May 28th, HPD Assistant Chief Heather Miller said multiple family members were questioned and there were several inconsistencies in Balboa's story. Homicide detectives were assigned to the case. May 29th, Houston police put out an alert about Samuel to the media with no mention of Balboa's claims about the mother. Samuel turned 6. His mother, Sarah, left a cake, some balloons, and candles next to a flyer with his photo and description. I love you, Samuel. I pray you're okay. I love you, my baby. Happy birthday. So, let me just kind of skip around a little bit. Oh, these are previous mugshots. Let me show you. Previous mugshots of Teresa, the woman taken into custody at Jasper Motel, where the body of Samuel Olson is believed to be found. Balboa was out on bond from an assault charge in November, which alleges she assaulted Dalton. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, this bitch crazy. This bitch crazy. Let me show you guys. That bitch is great. How dare you say that? Balboa. Okay. So the man said, okay. Meanwhile, another man said Balboa called him and asked for help. He told the Texas Rangers he met her at the Walmart in Cleveland, Texas, and drove her back to Webster to retrieve the bin from the storage unit. Then they headed to Jasper. So is this the same guy, the roommate? Because it says within walking distance of that area, police were searching the gateway at Ellington apartment complex after they said they received reports that it was the last known location for Samuel, where Samuel was last seen. Miller later confirmed that Balboa lives at the complex with an unnamed male, and it was her apartment they were searching. They also towed her car. I think it's the same guy. I don't know. I'm trying to remember back. So another man said Balboa called him and asked for help, or was it two guys? He told Texas Rangers he met her at the Walmart in Cleveland, Texas. He drove her back to Webster to retrieve the bin from the storage unit. They headed for Jasper. June 1st, the man said, or maybe it was two different guys. June 1st, the man said he booked a room for Balboa under his name at the Best Western Inn on West Gibson Street in Jasper. A surveillance camera showed a man and a woman get out of the truck registered to that man and drag a plastic bin into room 106. It was at approximately 3:30 a.m. The man later went home and called Crime Stoppers and told them they could find Balboa at the Best Western. He has not been charged, so we're not identifying him. Jasper police found Balboa in the body of a child in room 106. Okay. So she was there with Samuel. They contacted HPD and the Texas Rangers, who headed to Jasper. Balboa was taken into custody. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner tweeted that they believed the victim found is Samuel. Oh, this was kind of sad too. This is I believe the grandmother. Let's finish that. Still got a little bit of time. Let's finish this lady first. This crazy heifer.
We just keep picturing him sitting watching cartoons waiting for us, just sitting there waiting for us, and we're gonna get him. We're gonna find him.
Tell me about your relationship. Did he call you mom?
Oh yes, that's right. Sorry to interrupt. Love my littles. I forgot about that. You reminded me. So yeah, she says the father stole the son from the mom. She was the custodial parent. I forgot about that. I don't, that whole thing was kind of confusing because, but yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Super mommy. That was his choice. It wasn't forced. We didn't force him because I'm like, I don't want to like force that, but you know, he used to call me super mommy.
Super mommy.
Or Teresa. You know, it was still uncomfortable for him, you know, because, you know, he's little, he's a kid, and he knows who his mom is, but he also knows that how much I care about him and everything that I've been doing for him and have done for him. So we're gonna find him. I know we're gonna find him.
All right. Super mommy. Let's see how long this other thing is. I don't know. I want to get to the update. I don't know if we have time to do all this.
Você já imaginou fazer a capa de
I
vídeo?
can't stand this shit. Sorry. A horrible ad. I don't have time to do this one. This is grandma. Let's just get to the update. Because I think there's one more thing I want to show you guys. Let's get to the update. Okay. So a woman pleads guilty, sentenced to 52 years in prison for murder of 5-year-old boy in 2021.
We begin with breaking news at the Harris County Courthouse. Teresa Balboa has accepted a plea deal in connection to the death of 5-year-old Samuel Olson. Now, you may recall that little boy was killed in 2021 and his body discovered in a plastic container at a motel in Jasper. ABC 13 reporter Jeff Ealing is at the courthouse with more on the plea deal. I think, Jeff, a lot of people surprised to hear this.
Well, it certainly was something that we didn't expect it was going to happen, and certainly this quickly. We do know that Teresa Balboa was charged with capital murder. She could have faced the death penalty, but she will spend at least 26 years in prison before she is eligible for parole. She didn't say anything on her behalf, but Samuel Olson's mother did. In fact, a few moments ago, we were able to speak with her on camera. Here is what she had to say about what happened today in court.
Today, she admitted to what she did for 52 years and the chance of parole in 26.
Damn.
My son did not even get 6 years of life, and she still gets a chance at one. This is not justice.
Wow.
Teresa Balboa pled
that's her?
guilty to the murder in
What
order
happened?
to keep her family from having to go through the trial, according to her. Prosecutors say it was in May of 2021 when Balboa killed 5-year-old Sam Olson and placed his body in a storage container, which later was found in a hotel in Jasper.
Wow.
Sam's mother, Sarah Olson, who you just heard from, did read an impact statement in court saying, quote, "You took my life. I can never have closure because of the state the body was returned in." Sam's paternal grandmother also referred to Balboa only as a monster during her impact statement. After the sentence was handed down, we spoke with victim advocates who have been working with the family over the last couple of years.
A 5-year-old boy that really couldn't defend himself, couldn't run, couldn't scream, couldn't do anything. And to meet this type of horrific, cold-blooded, diabolical fate, it's just unfathomable, and she deserves never to breathe free air again.
Samuel's father was also in court, but he actually had to leave before those victim impact statements could be read. He was visibly angry as he sat in court. His fists were clenched as he was sitting behind the attorneys. He appeared to be inconsolable, as you could imagine, over something like this happening, over the death of his child. Meanwhile, Teresa Balboa agreed to a 52-year prison sentence, eligible for parole in about 26 years. Reporting live, Jeff Ealing, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
You know, Jeff, I'm curious about her demeanor throughout all of this. You said Teresa Balboa.
Yeah, and so this trial, it wasn't like streamed or anything like that, because I definitely would have covered it. And I would have liked to have heard the impact statements, but there's nothing online.
Balboa didn't say anything, but what did she look like? What was her demeanor?
That's what I'm BL. That's what I'm saying. What kind of prison food was this woman eating?
Well, she walked in, she sat down at the defense table. She basically had no expressions that we could tell. Her hair pretty much hid her face, so if she did have any visible expressions, it would be incredibly difficult for us to even see it. But no, she didn't offer any new information when the judge asked her if she wanted to say something on her own behalf, and only just said,
"Oh, you're right, my bad." Lori said it wasn't a trial, took a plea deal, right? But I would have still liked to hear the impact statements. But that's true, yeah.
that she wanted to do this through her attorney, saying she wanted to do this to prevent her family from having to go through this trial that was scheduled to take place later in the summer, Melanie. So she didn't really have a whole lot of reaction.
All right, such a tragic case. Thank you so much, Jeff. Well, we wanted to revisit this case and provide you some background. Samuel Olson was last seen at school on April 30th, 2021. On May 27th, Teresa Balboa reported him missing. She told us that Samuel's mother showed up with a police officer and demanded she release the child. Well, on June 1st, Samuel's body was found at a motel in Jasper. In addition to Balboa, 2 other men were charged, accused of helping her perhaps move the body.
Wow. I don't have time for this one.
Department who just,
I don't know what this shit was. Okay. This Corey, I'll talk about this another time. I appreciate the super chat. This was because I have to head out in a few minutes. I've heard a couple of people talking about this. Maybe I'll make a separate live and we'll just hang out later, just for a short little live. Right now I'm just getting myself back into the mentality of like streaming again. Kind of like make it. I actually need to start editing and doing some pre-recorded videos too. Soon I'll start that again. But 35-year-old. This is just a random video that I thought we could watch. 35-year-old grown man, loudly threatens to beat his elderly father live on stream. Also threatens to slit the throat of a live stream viewer. What?
yeah.
Oh, he's playing music. I can't do it. Retta, thank you for the super chat. Says, look up Corey Richens. She's a mother of 3 accused of killing her husband with fentanyl. Holy moly. Legendary Mayor Mary Likes Turtles. Thank you for the membership. Love the coverage, Mel. Thank you. Emily Biz, thank you for the membership. Says, you're awesome, Mel. Love your channel and chat. So glad I subbed to your channel and became a member. Appreciate all you do and your great coverage. Thank you. Thank you. Lake Effect 812. Thank you for the super chat. Elsa, thanks for the membership. Says BK looks like Ish. Oh, that thumbnail? I saw Diggs. I knew some people were going to be like, what? What? I think that's like Photoshop. I just thought it was funny. Nicole Van Rye, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you for being you and for the contagious laugh. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we can't do that. Apparently we can't do this video. I am going to clip last night's live stream because I thought that story at the end was so good. I want to clip it tonight because if we can stream that hearing for tomorrow, the soft swinger Mormon, TikTok influencer, if that hearing is live, it's able to be live streamed, I want to do that tomorrow. But I need to clip that story tonight for the people that missed it. Now, on the super chat that I was sent, we can cover this at some point. What I'll do is just to start getting back in the mix a little bit. I'm not going to do it now, but I'll look up some other funky stories. Oh, this is another Utah story. Wait, in Ybor City, Utah. It's another Mormon story? I can't. Yo, the Mormons taking L's. But no, it just says the Mormon mom of 3. Oh, hell nah. What's going on with the Mormons? Another Mormon story? Oh my gosh. Oh, you didn't see the story last night, Lotus? Don't worry. I'm going to clip this shit today because you're going to be blown. Wait for, I don't know, later today I'll post the video. The soft swinging Mormon scandal, body cam, domestic violence, all this kind of shit. Lord almighty. Lord almighty, man. All right, so yeah, I'm going to clip yesterday's live first later today. And then I'll gather some stories maybe. Maybe I'll jump on later for a little bit too. And we'll start kind of hanging out again a little bit. Though my birthday is next week. Yeah, I'm talking about Taylor Paul. Yeah, what other crazy bitch I'm talking about? My birthday is next Tuesday? I think Tuesday. So I might be that day. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I might be chilling that day. I don't know, go treat myself Tuesday. But I'm gonna be around. Oh. Oh, this is the children's author that poisoned her hubby and wrote a kid's book about grief. Oh, Lord. What's going on with the moments, man? Lord almighty. Happy birthday, ASCH 630. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day. So, yeah, I'm going to be jumping on a little bit, mixing shit up, just hanging out with you guys. Just casual. It's not like I'm really like putting in a whole bunch of I'm not researching anything really. But eventually too, I'd like to start maybe editing a little bit of videos and doing some of that too. Some pre-recorded short videos. I mean, I enjoy the live streams, kind of hanging out, but we'll see what we can mix. And in the meantime, too, one of these days, I'm probably going to get with the mods and we're going to look at some upcoming trials to see maybe what we can do next. So we got to find out about Monday if we'll be able to see it or not. I don't think it's going to be long, but Monday, basically what it's going to be for Kohberger is the official arraignment where his charges formally are going to be read to him and he enters his plea. So I don't think it's going to be something that's like long or anything like that. Oh, shit. Let's watch this real quick. All over the place. All over the place. And I'm trying to get myself back into the groove too. So we'll take care of everything. All right, let's watch this real quick.
Prosecutors in Idaho.
We didn't watch this, right?
Prosecutors in Idaho say a secret grand jury has indicted the suspect in the murder of 4 University of Idaho students. The Lata County District Court clerk tells ABC News the grand jury returned a multi-count indictment against Bryan Kohberger, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. He's accused of stabbing 4 University of Idaho students to death in an off-campus home. ABC's Kana Whitworth has been tracking this story for us. She joins me now along with ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer for more. Kana, how significant is this indictment?
Well, look, Diane, it's huge. This is really the first step in the legal process, and this grand jury indictment now forgoes the preliminary hearing that we all had marked on our calendars for the end of June. So we heard this morning from the Lata County District County Clerk, again, confirming that a grand jury in Moscow, Idaho, has returned a multi-count indictment against Bryan Kohberger, and that includes murder in the first degree, of which he was facing 4 counts. You also have to remember he was facing that felony burglary count as well for entering a home, breaking into a home with the intent to commit murder. So what happens with this grand jury is that the jurors don't actually determine.
Mandy says, can we take a poll on trials? What I'll do is I'm going to gather with the mods first and I'll come up with a list. And then on one of the following live streams, if you want, we could do a pick, or I could do it in the community tab. We could do a pick and see.
Guilt here, right? They just are determining the probable cause to see if this will go to trial. So when he enters his plea, if that plea is not guilty, then a trial date will be set. And it's also important to keep in mind here that with this grand jury,
so that's when we'll find out maybe about a trial then.
To be a unanimous decision. And you have to think about the prosecution making this decision here. When this happens, it means that the prosecutor, their entire team is in there with just the judge and the grand jury and their witnesses. And we know how delicate the witnesses could be in this case when we're talking about these 2 surviving roommates, one of them who had been recently subpoenaed by the defense, but also the surviving roommate who we read about in this probable cause affidavit, who claims she saw a man dressed clad in black, remember, with a mask covering nose and mouth, and she made out those bushy eyebrows, which is what eventually authorities say led them to Bryan Kohberger. So again, Diane, this is huge, but it is the first step in this court case.
Brian, why go through a grand jury in a case like this?
Yeah, so Diane, the prosecution has to prove to the court, or more specifically the judge, that there's probable cause. And so you can either do it through a grand jury or in a preliminary hearing. And that's the initial step of moving a case towards an ultimate goal, either a plea or, more likely in this case, a trial. Here, the grand jury is not deciding guilt or innocence, as we heard earlier, and they're not deciding guilt beyond reasonable doubt, as we know typically happens in a trial. Instead, they're deciding whether it's a 51% chance or more likely than not, or the legal term being preponderance of the evidence, that Bryan Kohberger, in fact, committed these crimes, and that's what they seem to have decided. The prosecution decided to go with a grand jury rather than preliminary hearing, probably because that limits the amount of exposure information going to the defense, but also the public. And this allows the prosecution to marshal the evidence without the defense cross-examining any witnesses.
Kana, what happens with this case from here?
So what we're hearing right now is that he will be arraigned officially on Monday morning in Latah County at 9 a.m. in this courthouse. He'll have to make an in-person appearance. At this point, he will enter a plea. In all likelihood, people expect that plea to be not guilty. You have to remember that back when he was arrested in Pennsylvania, he immediately waived his right to extradition. He said he quickly wanted to return to Idaho so that he could quickly be exonerated. So that is the first step, and then there will be a trial set after that, Diane.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see about Monday. I will let you guys know about tomorrow as well, whether this other thing with the other Mormon case, if there's gonna be any hearing or not tomorrow. I'll find out about that. And I guess that's it. Let me see. I have to head out for now. Ooh, well, what's this? Always something. This is Marano. Date set for 6/9. Ooh. This could be something. For Maricela Botello. Date set for 6/9/2023, 9 a.m. Did they get rid of that judge? Because that judge is horrible. Nina Marano. All right, so we got a couple things to look into. Okay. All right. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted, man. I love you guys. Please hit like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. Oh, SW4x4, thank you for the 3-month membership. Says Mel, you're amazing. Sled. Jackie, thank you for the super chat. Says Mel, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, just be patient, man. We'll have stuff coming up. I'm resetting, which I'm starting to feel really, really good. Like I said, we did our therapy thing yesterday. I'm working out, getting my sleep, eating good, resetting mentally, everything. So whenever we do a trial, I'm going to be good to go. All right. So yeah, love you guys. Take care. Peace.